Here's Chychrun. Chychrun out for Karlsson. Karlsson Wilson in front. 1-0 Washington.
Jordan Binnington, Karlsson head up, recognizing that Wilson's waiting for it. Perfect execution for the Capitals.
Yeah, Tom Wilson, that's a skill, getting to that net front. He's doing it a long time.
Binnington, puck knocked out of the air by Ovechkin. Here's Chychrun moving into the shot, missed the net. Ovechkin, score!
Offensively, Binnington trying to find a way to trap two Washington forecheckers. Ovechkin does the work. He knocks the initial play by Binnington down. That keeps the play alive. Right here, watch the stick right there. Binnington's trying to get it by him. If he does, the Blues can get out, but they keep it alive, and then...
Now Tucker leads the puck ahead. Kept alive by the Caps. Backhand shot, score! It is now 3-0.
Or maybe the Blues were too, and are they going to come out and play? But the Blues, a lot of standing around, and Hank mentioned at the intermission, maybe too cautious, trying to prevent goals. And
here's Leonard with a shot that missed the net. Kept alive by Karlsson. He spins, he shoots, and scores!
They answered, the Capitals that is, and right on entry, just getting the loose pucks. Karlsson with a great pinch down the wall and a puck coming up the boards. He just pokes it to himself. His missed shot works its way all the way around. Kind of a 50-50 puck, and Karlsson stays in there. It looked like he was going to turn and fire that. And Binnington will get taken out of this game.
Well, Karlsson's able to stay on his toes there because he knows he's got support from the high forward that's coming back. And that's why he can jump down. And much like we saw in the third goal for Beauvillier, where Chychrun kind of hung in there, Karlsson made the read aggressively, and it paid off, and that's the night for Jordan Binnington. Joel Hofer comes in, and for relief, it's been a tough goal for the Blues, number 2.
That Eklund could be back by the weekend when the Sharks have back-to-back games Friday, Saturday. Here's Celebrini. He scores!
Position, and when he does so, he really pressures that puck. It pops out to Toffoli, who finds Macklin. And the best part about this is he doesn't dust it off, collects it all in one motion, and absolutely rips it to the stick side. Great shot, beating the cord.
8th goal of the year for Macklin.
Make sure they put that puck. Sometimes it's just a matter of putting it in the neutral zone.
Wenberg, and a one-timer, they score! Ethan Cardwell.
Really smart play here as Wenberg on the entry, middle lane drive, creates that space behind, and Cardwell finds a way to find the back of the, goes to one knee.
To navigate that drop stick in the offensive zone here on the power play. Smith, then Klingberg scores! John Klingberg pumps one home from the blue line.
A great job kicking it in, and then back behind, it goes back to the point. A really good job seam pass, and then that one-timer from the middle with a moving traffic in front.
Today, those are high words of praise from the man who coached him to the World Championships. There's a shot and a goal! Will Smith, and it's 4-1.
Line change as Will Smith gets this puck with good net front presence from Macklin Celebrini. And Will gets that puck past the defender. But first of all, it's a great job on the entry as this puck kind of gets bounced around.
Did that hit Macklin? And then Dunn losing it. Here's Colin Graff, shorthanded on a breakaway. And DeCord comes up with it, but they score! Tied to Landria.
Blue line as he steals that puck from Dunn, and off the races he goes. A great move, but the best part is he stays with it. Puck goes behind the net, he finds it, puts it out front to Delandria, who banks it into the short side. He goes in, almost too much time, but great hands, great move. The court stays with him the whole way. But Graff does a great job staying with it. Delandria does an even better job staying out front, doesn't go past the goal line. He's able to bat that in. Looks like the court is leaving this game.
That's his first of the year for Ty Dellandrea, a shorthanded goal, and it chases Joey Decord. And into play for the Kraken now is the man backing up tonight, Matt Murray, one of the 3 netminders. They also have Philip Grubauer on the roster. Colin Graff's been in on both shorthanded goals for the Sharks now this season.
Motors around a check. Lohrei, Geekie, shoots, he scores! Double pumped off the post!
Middle ice. And the minute Lohrei sees that, he activates up that left wing, almost like playing left wing, and it's a perfectly timed give and go. And I think the little misfire by Geekie worked in his favor.
Blocked by Alex Steeves, called up from Providence, making his Bruins debut. Sent out in front, they score! Victor Arvidsson!
Ever some offensive zone time tonight, he'll score some goals. Bruins just in good structure. Good forecheck, everybody making the right reads, and then it's a mismanaged puck. Starting with Myers back in his own zone. He tried to go towards the front of the net.
Bruins hustle to keep it in. Can they take advantage? Eyssimont, Pustanina, Eyssimont, try to stuff it home. He's celebrating as that puck went in. Right now, Kyle Riemann is saying no goal. He apparently pushed his pad. That puck got underneath the leg pad, but didn't get completely over the goal line.
Yes. I mean, it is headed across the line, but I'm not getting anything conclusive.
Video review, 81, Boston's original shot completely crosses the goal line, therefore we have a goal.
Geekie, Bruins shuttle it ahead. Pasternak one-on-one with Benoit. Pulls in the middle, shoots! They score!
That's just a great play right there by Hampus Lindholm. Already knew where he wanted to go once that puck got into his reach. And it's not the cleanest goal we've ever seen Pasternak score, but he challenges Benoit one-on-one, able to get it through his skates. Can't really get the puck where he wants it, but the puck has eyes.
They're going to pull Anthony Stolarz. And the Leafs goaltending situation has been interesting here in the last 36 to 48 hours. Caden Primo was put on waivers, claimed by Carolina. Joseph Woll, who was away from the team, has just been sent to the Marlies for a conditioning stint. So this is Dennis Hildeby, who's going to jump in net for the Leafs. Last year he made his NHL debut. He was 3-3 with Toronto.
Close the zone. Zibanejad on it for the Rangers. Now Fox up the middle. Zibanejad looks to split through, moves in, dinks, scores!
You see the recovery and the pass from Adam Fox right through the seam here. Nashville's D gets spread out a little too wide. Mika Zibanejad recognizes that. He's poised, he's patient, he fights through the check.
Rangers regain. Here's Trocheck out to Gavrikov, moving in with a shot, score!
From Lafreniere, second effort from Panarin. Adam Fox with the play. Trocheck gets it, doesn't have the shot. A rolling puck from Gavrikov towards the net, and you see where Lafreniere is. He's right there, might get deflected.
Here's Trocheck, now Perreault. Lafreniere moving in, score!
Perfectly, you see the speed coming through. Perreault with the patience, gives it to a streaking Alexis Lafreniere. Scores on another fast break through the 5-hole. He opens up the legs.
And then across the back of Nainen. Puck played by Alexis Lafreniere. Lafreniere across. Score!
Through Saros, he can't play it. They've been able to get to work, and you see Trocheck. He comes from behind the net. Comes up high. Great patience from Lafreniere. Not sure if it hits Vakanainen at all, but he's there for the screen. Just beats Saros on the 5-hole.
Moves it up the boards. Carried out by Lafreniere. 3-on-2. Here's Lava. Noah Lava. Cross-ice pass. Score! Will Cooley!
At the blue line, good positioning underneath from Lafreniere. He drives through. It's a great play from Noah Lava over to Will Cooley. It's off his stick and a perfect shot. And if you watch this pass, the lane is behind Will Cooley a little bit, so he has to take it.
Over the first 2 periods. And they have chased Jussi Saros. Justus Annunen has come on in relief for the Nashville Predators. Time for our spectrum between the benches. John.
Brings it back across for Geekie. Arvidsson swings it back around. Here's McAvoy at the top. Back down to Pasternak. Bouncing puck, he score! Goes in off Zacha.
Face-off win starts it all. They get the puck over to Pasternak's stick, which is what they want, and Zacha is there. He barely moves his skate. You might want to challenge it. You see Stolar's frustration. Nothing he could do for that.
Drops that back for the trailer. Lindholm. At the point. Isamo for Loraj. Drops that back. Long point shot. Score!
Second unit's out there for the final minute of the power play, and a very simple wrister. Usmadinov is 5 inches, 6 inches shorter than Anthony Stolarz. You think he'd be able to look over top of him, but I think it's actually Brandon Carlo further out who gets in the...
Steves pivots back and shoots, scores!
Another play with the puck on the Toronto Maple Leafs sticks. They can't get it out. They can't support it. Steve loses Tavares, and like, you got to make a save there. That is just a terrible goal for Stolarz to give up. Yes, there's lots of mistakes beforehand. I'm sure the panel will dissect them all. But at the end of the day, you can clean up the mess of your teammate.
Play the full game. Coach Craig Berube says if that goes well, guys, it's possible Woll rejoins the team later this week.
And it's important to point out that until Saturday, as a Leaf, Anthony Stolarz had not been pulled for performance-related reasons. He had left games due to injury, but now twice in 2 starts.
His frustration would be boiling over right now with himself. The season's gone, and he's still not on the bench. And that's okay. Sometimes you need a moment to cool off, but he'll have to get out there and join the rest of his teammates sooner rather than later.